Okay, let's move on to this last thing here, and this is actually what Ed had shared, and I haven't seen this. I have no idea what this is. This is the Prometheus. This is a new phone. Look at the design on the back here. I know nothing about it, guys. I just pulled it up. Ed's the one that recommended it. The world's most extraordinary smartphone with extreme design and flagship specs. So the Prometheus was created for those whose passion is to break the rules, set new records, and reach higher than anyone before. I know, kind of marketing spiel here. For those who are not satisfied with anything but the very best. So we broke up the traditional rectangular design and created a unique freedom display that mirrors the phone's unconventional dimensions to give you the best possible viewing experience. So a 6.5-inch quad HD plus, 120 hertz ultra high refresh, and an in-display fingerprint reader. Look at that bottom. That is not your traditional square. That comes to a point at the bottom here. This is so different. What is the wow? So it has a module dual camera display or dual cameras at the back. I'm assuming one's a main, one's a wide. Is that like an ultra wide? So it has a Snapdragon 865. So it comes with, holy shit, it comes with 16 gigs of RAM and 512 gigs of internal storage. So super high end specs. Ooh, that is such a weird looking design, though. I'm wondering how that feels in hand. I'm really curious how that feels. That's so different. I don't care for that. What is it? How do you pronounce that? Brandy's? Brand I'm probably butchering it, but I don't like I'm not digging the font on the back, and it just looks a little big as far as its typography, but the design doesn't look bad. I just wish it didn't have that. That looks kind of chintzy to me. Magic Vision, our dual lens camera setup is built up from a staggering 108 megapixel primary. So the ones that you find in the S20, right? Or S20 Ultra, and a 48 megapixel ultra wide angle camera complemented with no less than an eight ring shaped LED lights. So these are all LED lights in the back to give you the perfect conditions in every situation. Yeah, but I don't really use LED. I don't really like using flash, or I guess they're. I wonder how that works. I wonder how it works in terms of like how well it lights up, or if it makes it look realistic. Because I mean, obviously, like I have a studio light here, so I mean, I'm not opposed to lighting. We didn't cut corners, didn't make compromises, and didn't play safe by any means. So it has a selfie camera. Is it a pop up or is it just a camera on the front? A 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, and it has a dual SIM, which is great, and a micro SD card for expandable storage. The first 1,000 pre-orders will get an exclusive 50% discount, so that's a huge discount. But what is this phone price at? What am I looking at here? So they're way over their goal. Holy shit. Their goal was 30,000 and they have $163,000, or people who have so you could get it for 500 bucks. 500 bucks with a Snap 865, 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of internal storage. I feel like at that price alone, that's oh shit, there's only 23 left. Am I pre-ordering this, guys? That's still a lot of money. That's so it's so cheap for the specs though. The project team has a working demo. I'm you know what, Ed, thank you for sharing this because I'll do a little research on it. Um that's so interesting. Why have I not seen this on any kind of like, maybe there were articles and I just missed it. So it's IP68, sapphire crystal glass, a stainless steel metal frame, has double tap to wake. I wonder how good that in-display fingerprint reader is. So Android 10 with extra features, whatever that means. 2 years of software updates. So okay. Um, wow, they've been developing this for a while, haven't they? This is interesting because I just have not seen this. What's the battery size on it? Does it say? 4,000. I don't know why I was thinking it was going to be 4500. 65 watt wired charging, so that's super fast. 40 watt wireless charging, so it has a good amount of stuff on it. I mean, this is like deck to the deck to the rim, deck to the tee. What are my words for that? Ed says here, figured it would tickle your fancy. It does. These are super high end specs. I just wonder how good this phone is going to be. Um, that's such a different display. How is this going to work when it comes to like watching YouTube videos? Are they going to cut the bottom right here and the top right here? The selfie cam, where is the selfie? Oh, so it has like a status, like it has a little space up here then for notifications or whatever. Um, it's not a pop-up camera, not a pop-up selfie camera. I mean, it's okay if it isn't. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Where am I? Display camera. So 40 megapixel, but it's not a pop-up, I guess. That's so interesting though. Pre-orders are live. There's only 20 something left. Should I pre-order? No, I can't. I don't have the money for it anyway. That's so interesting. Thank you, Ed. Thank you for sharing that. Tech PhD, 2 years of software updates. Samsung has joined the chat. Yeah, or most manufacturers have. What an interesting concept, though. I mean, here's the thing, though. $500 for those specs, I feel like are worth it alone. $500 for an 865 chipset. 512 gigs of internal storage, 16 gigs of RAM, 65 watt wired charging, 40 watt wireless charging. Those are all super high end specs. I'll think about that today. I don't know. That's so interesting. Ed, thank you for sharing that. Thank you so much.